There's no doubt about it. 97 kilograms is the weight of weights. It's the toughest weight. It's the most loaded weight. It's top heavy. It's deep with medals. It has everything. Let's get into it. For Team USA, it's the same guy we've had since 2015. Kyle Snyder, 4-time world and Olympic champion. I think 10-time medalist. The guy's absolutely unbelievable. But he's coming off his first non-medal performance in his entire career. He medaled every single year except for the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Can Kyle Snyder get back on the podium again? I think things are lining up for him to do so. But as I mentioned, this is the weight of weights. It's absolutely insane. And he's going to have his best day to come home with a medal. Now, the real story here, now Kyle Snyder is an Olympic champion. He's won worlds 3 other times on top of that. But the story here is Ahmed Tajudinov of Bahrain versus Abdulrashid Sajalayev of Russia. Now these two, though he represents Bahrain, Tajudinov is from Dagestan, like Sajalayev, trained in the same club as Sajalayev. These guys have known each other forever. And in 2023 at the World Championships, it was Tajudinov who won and won dominantly. But a lot of talk about the state of Sajalayev's health during that match and just how prepared he was, how healthy he was, and how it could potentially go differently if he got another opportunity. But Sajalayev, because of the Russia war and the sanctions, and they're not able to get into certain championships, he wasn't able to wrestle at the Olympic Games. Tajudinov won. Now, at these World Championships, it's thought, it's wondered, believed that Sajalayev will get into Croatia, but we still don't know. If he gets into Croatia, this is the #1 match, and Sajalayev is unseeded. He could be put anywhere on the bracket. He could have Tajudinov or Kyle Snyder in round 1. Now, what I've seen from Sajalayev this last few months, through the trials process, through other matches, he looks back. He looks very, very healthy. He looks extremely fast. He looks like every bit of Sajalayev that we've seen. The Sajalayev we saw win the World Championships in 2024, beating David Taylor and Cameron Gassenpour en route to the title. So I believe that Sajalayev is back. Now you have to remember, he is truly one of the, if not, he could go down as the greatest wrestler of all time. What he has done is out of this world good. He's won so many world medals. He won in 2014, 2015, 2016. Snyder beat him in 17, and then he won 18, 19, 21 Olympics, 21 worlds. Just an unbelievable. And then 24 worlds on top of it. So Sajalayev, he is the man. I actually think if he can get in the country, I think he will win the world title here. I do think he will beat Tajudinov. I know Tajudinov, he is the pound for pound #1 wrestler in the world, and for good reason. He won the weight in 23. He won the Olympics in 24. No one's really been particularly close with him in quite some time. This guy uses his length really well. He can finish shots. He can stop, potentially, we think, the chest wrap of Sajalayev. Tajudinov, honestly, if you watch him, you can see where he took some things from David Taylor. He runs some bar halves. He hits some of the cradle series that we've seen David and other Americans hit. He really has a folk style bend to his style overall. Okay, let me get into this weight a little bit more. But those two guys are worth talking about. They're worth discussing because they're absolute legends at this weight class. Now, looking at the seeds, Kyle Snyder has the 3 seed. That's a good place to be because up top, you've got Tajudinov and someone who's been a thorn in his side, Azarpira of Iran. Azarpira has beaten Kyle the last 2 times. He beat him in the Olympic bronze medal match last year. So now he won't have to hit Azarpira or Tajudinov unless he makes the finals. That's a good thing for Kyle, who sits down there at the 3. On his side, Yoshida of Japan. Now, you probably think Yoshida, Japan, this should be good. He actually beat Kyle this year, but a lot of people don't think that is replicable. When I don't think it is. Actually, Yoshida said it's not replicable. I don't think I can beat him again. If we wrestled again, he would probably beat me. That's Yoshida's words, not mine. So I tend to believe him. Now, also down below, you've got Baranowski of Poland. He's been around forever, but I don't think he's ready to contend with Kyle Snyder. There's some good unseeded guys, of course. Aytmukan of Kazakhstan. He's a world champion in 2023. You've got Sifty of Turkey. He's really good, and of course, already mentioned Sajalayev. So incredible weight class. I actually hope Sajalayev makes it in just because it's wrestling history. This is a match that you're going to talk about 10, 20 years from now. These two are that good. They're that legendary. And just because they're not American doesn't mean it's not a absolutely impactful match. For Team USA, we need Kyle Snyder on the podium again. I believe that's what's going to happen. And obviously, Kyle's had some distractions, some things in his life that have maybe sidetracked him, maybe not. That remains to be seen. But either way, I expect Kyle Snyder, who has been the most consistent competitor for Team USA that maybe we've ever had, to go back and medal this many times. You got to probably go back to Bruce Baumgartner to find someone as consistent as Kyle. I think he gets back on the horse, back on the podium, brings home a silver or a bronze medal. I would lean silver as long as Sadulayev's opposite of him. Of course, Sadulayev has owned that rivalry since Kyle got that first win. Sadulayev beat him in 2018. He beat him in the 21 Olympics and the 21 Worlds. So it's been a tough match for Kyle to get back. But other than that, I think Kyle can go with all these guys, and I expect a good day for Team USA in 97 kilograms. Gets going September 13th through 21st, the World Championships in Zagreb, Croatia. I'm going to be there. I cannot wait to go. What do you think about 97 kilograms? Who do you think stands on top of the podium in this weight of weights?